Fatiha. السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيدنا الأولين والآخرين. مدد يا رسول مدد يا سادة أصحاب مدد يا مشايخ دستور الله فاز لا سانش محمد حقاني مدد طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع وهو على كل شيء قدير. صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle'nin kudretinin karşısına hiçbir şey engel olamaz.
Nothing may withstand or prevent the might and power of Allah the Almighty.
Onun bu sıfatı insanoğlunda acizliği gösterir.
This divine attribute of Allah Almighty, His attribute of mightiness and power, demonstrates the weakness of humanity.
İnsanoğlu bir şey yapar,
Humans may do something,
acizdir.
but they are weak in what they do.
İnsanoğlu aciz olduğu halde acizini kabul etmez.
However, even though humans are weak, they do not accept their weakness.
Ben her şey yaparım diye
Instead, they claim that they can do everything and anything.
iddia eder. O iddia cahillerin iddiasıdır.
But that claim is the claim of an ignorant person.
Cahil kimdir?
Who is the ignorant one?
Allah Azze ve Celle'yi tanımayandır.
The ignorant one is the one who does not know Allah Almighty.
En büyük cehalet odur.
The greatest ignorance is to not know Allah Almighty.
Cahil olunca da el cahil cesur diyor. Cahil cesaret var çünkü
And the ignorant one is audacious.
Bilmiyor. Bilen Allah'tan korkar.
And the ignorant one is audacious because of his lack of knowledge, and it is through his ignorance that he dares to say these things and do these things. The one who knows Allah Almighty, however, the one who is not ignorant, knows his limits and is fearful of Allah Almighty.
Bilmeyen atar tutar, en sonunda da
The one who is ignorant and does not know his Lord Allah Almighty may do things without thinking,
onun zararını görür.
without thinking about the consequences, and in the end he will suffer from what he did.
Ne kadar zararda, ne kadar hatada olduğunu bilir, görür. Vaktinde görürse iyi olur hiç olmaz.
It is important that to realize and recognize one's mistakes and one's shortcomings before it's too late,
Olsa tövbe edip yola gider. Yok
because if you realize and recognize your mistakes in this life, then you may ask for forgiveness and repent.
vaktini geçirirse, öteki tarafa geçerse artık onun dönüşü yoktur.
If you do not become aware of your shortcomings in this life, and if you go to the next life without having asked for forgiveness and without having realized what your weaknesses and shortcomings and mistakes are, then it is too late to make up for them.
Doğrudan son çok kötü bir son olur.
And that end will be a bad end.
Esas hayat, ahiret hayatı
The real life is in the hereafter,
kötü olur.
and you will bear the consequences of you not realizing your mistakes in this life, in the hereafter.
Onu bilmeden, ona bilmeden yapar, pişman olur ama pişmanlık yaramaz.
Throughout your life, you may have committed mistakes, but you did not realize your mistakes in this life, but in the hereafter you will certainly realize. But then it will already have been too late, because there is no chance for you to change anything any longer.
Allah Azze ve Celle'nin lütfuna, mağfiretine insanoğlu devamlı sığınması lazım.
Therefore, we must constantly ask Allah Almighty for forgiveness and seek His mercy and grace.
Bilmediği şeyler çoktur.
Because there are many things which we do not know.
Allah kalplerimize o nurundan versin.
And we must ask Allah Almighty to give from His divine light into our hearts,
Karanlık gitsin, cehalet gitsin.
so that darkness within ourselves and ignorance within ourselves may disappear,
Daim ondan olalım inşallah.
so that we may always be with Him, Allah Almighty.
Allah'ın zikriyle Allah Azze ve Celle'yi unutmamak onun zikridir.
It is important to remember Allah Almighty and to be in a state of constant remembrance and awareness of Him, and to do dhikr. And dhikr means to not forget Him and to remember Him, Allah Almighty.
Onu unutan cahildir.
Those who forget Him are the ones who are ignorant and who do not know.
Çünkü her şey, her adım, her nefes onunla olur.
Every step, every breath we take happens through Him, Almighty.
Onsuz hepsi, her nefes, her yaptığın şey zarardır.
Without being with Allah Almighty, everything we do, every single step, every single breath we take will be harmful for us.
Allah'la beraber olan her nefes, her adım, her lokma.
But those who are with Allah Almighty, with every step they take, with every breath they take, with every sip,
Her yudum hepsi faydadır.
with every single action and deed they perform, they will receive the benefits and blessings,
Şifadır.
and they will be receiving cure and healing,
Derecede sevaptır inşallah.
and they will increase in their spiritual ranks and obtain Allah Almighty's rewards.
Allah daim etsin onu, nimeti üzerimize.
May Allah Almighty make His divine favors and His divine gifts and grants be everlasting on us.
ومن الله توفيق. الفاتحة.